In this video, we're gonna see how you can create a backup copy of your data, of your files, of your smartphone. So what you see here, it's a screen of my smartphone, and on the left side, I have a description from Wikipedia. So backup is essentially a copy of computer data. In this case, will be a smartphone data. So you can create a copy in many types of way, and you can have like a cloud copy, so you can put a copy on the web and use it from there. But you can also create a copy into another hard disk, or you can create a copy even in the same device, in this case the smartphone. So I will show you how to do this without downloading any additional app. You can do this directly on your smartphone. So in the right side also you can see the YouTube channel, and please subscribe. So let's move on and see where you have to go here. So I just have right now I am in Android, but I have similar functions also in other operative systems. So I will click here on this little engine, clockwork, whatever, and these are the settings of my smartphone. I'm sorry this is in Italian, but it's pretty easy, so I just show you the basic steps. So I go here to search for a particular settings, which will be the backup, and I have two types of backup right here. I have like this normal backup and this local backup. So the first one, it's about Google, and it's about Gmail, it's about Google Drive. So basically now it automatically create a copy on my Google Drive. So if you don't know what Google Drive is or Gmail is, you're probably coming from the, I don't know, the 16th century. So basically, when you create a Gmail account, you automatically create a Google Drive account. And in this cloud space, so it's a server given by Google, all your photo and video that you usually do with your smartphone will be stored there like a backup copy. So you have a copy on your smartphone and a copy on Google Drive automatically, unless you click here and you uncheck this option. So in this case, if this is turned off, you will not have this backup copy. So you may want to have a look at this if you have already enabled it, or if you want to disable it as well, because Google Drive has a certain amount of space. When it's finished, they will ask you to pay money to buy more space. So you want to be careful once in a while to get some stuff out from Drive, so free some space and get your backup still going. So you may want to check that as well. But this is not a guide on Google Drive, we are just talking about backup. And this is the first solution, and it's gonna copy your photo and video into the cloud, into Google Drive, into your account. You can log in to whatever account you have and you can use it to create this backup. So let's go back here and let's see the second option, which is local backup. So I click here and it's giving me a lot of information about my smartphone right here, but what I need is right here. It's called backup, local backup. So I click here and you have many options here, but the first one is the most important to create a backup. So if you go here, create backup, you can select where you want to store your backup. So you can store it in your memory card, which is inserted in your smartphone, so it stays on the same device basically. Well, this is a little bit risky. Why? Because if I lose my phone, if my phone explodes or wherever, so if I cannot access my smartphone, I will lose all my files, and including the ones that I have made a backup. So if I use a USB, I can connect this to another device and I can create a backup on another device. This can be a little bit more assuring, because they both have to explode or whatever to lose all my data. Of course, saving things into the cloud is a little bit more secure. I usually create two copies, one into another device and one into the cloud for the most important files, because this it's a little bit more secure than any other option. So let's say I want to use my memory card in this example, but again, you can use anything appears here. In this case, let's go for the memory. Okay, now you can see that I am inside my disk, and so I can down here consent for the access to disk and say yes, I consent. Okay, now it's calculating all of my files inside my smartphone right now. So it will give me an estimated time which will be needed to create the backup. It will tell me also how big will be the backup. So it could be 20 gigabyte, could be 10, I don't know. It's gonna tell me in a minute. And also here I have this free space available, which is okay, there you go. So I have 48 gigabyte available, and this is the actual space that I will need to create my backup inside my smartphone. So it's gonna take almost half of the available space that I have. So it's a really big thing, and this is just an example I'm doing. I would probably not do that. I would probably create a backup on another device again or into the cloud. But this is another way you can do it. You can create a folder with your backup, and then you can copy the entire folder and paste it into another device, or you can cut it and paste it so you can free this space once you have finished. So down here you also can select everything, or you can choose whether you want to create a copy of these different types of files or not. For example, I probably don't want the backup for the music, and look at that, I already saved 10 gigabytes, so I have a lot of music in my smartphone, and also video, for example. There you go, and so on. So you can select what to bring into the backup and what not. Once you've finished selecting, you just click down here and start doing the backup. It's simple as that. So once you have finished to do everything, it's also giving you the timing. So it's gonna take 93 minutes to create all this backup. So it's gonna be a long time, which I don't have time now to show you. So you will do it by yourself and let me know. And let's go back here and back again. Okay, this is the, well, let's go back one more time. So I'm back to the system, and I want to go back to the local backup. So once you have created a backup, you can actually get this data back on your smartphone. So you can reset, you can bring this back in your smartphone using this, or you can also manage backups. So you have these other functions that you can use. And basically this is it. So if you have questions and suggestions, please go here into our YouTube channel, go to the video, you can see other videos, or you also can see playlists, which are video courses on other software, 3D modeling, video editing, and so on. Subscribe, and so you can also create questions and answer to questions if you want. So we can create a community, and check out the community page and the store page as well. Support us any way you can. Thank you. And I'm going to show you one last option here. So if you want, you can go to the Play Store, and you will also find different apps that you can download to create backup. So if I search here for backup, I find a lot of apps. I think this is one of the best, and it's pretty simple. You're basically doing the same thing that you do with that standard application that I show you, but in this case you have a little bit more user-friendly interface and nice graphics, and that's it. This is all you're gonna get more with these apps, and sometimes you also gonna have to pay for this. So I leave you your choice. You can do what it's better for you, and I think this is all for this video. But again, if you have some comments, please write us your questions or maybe other suggestions. Thanks for watching this video. See you in the next video.